that you're able to perform these mitzvahs continuously every moment of the day and night. At the Dalid, the last two words of the Beralocha. Gimel. Liyachto. What's Yichud Hashem? There's a Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Shenemar. Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. Pirusho Shema Yisrael. V'da. Ki Hashem shehivo es hakol b'ritzono. Hashem who caused everything to come into existence because He willed it so. Vu Elokeinu. Hamashgiach b'chol olamos. He oversees all levels of existence, all the worlds. Hu Hashem echod b'li shum shituf. This is on a just almost relative to what, in its essence, it's a simple understanding. Because echod means much more than that, right? As we discussed the Maral and the Nefesh HaChaim. Echod means if Hashem is infinite, that means everything that exists is Him. So how do we understand who are we? It's beyond our grasp. We can't understand it. Like we can't understand how could Hashem be in the future if the future hasn't taken place yet. So we can't understand how could Hashem be echod if we exist outside of Hashem. And the answer is we don't exist outside of Hashem. But there's us, there's Him, something. There's lamalo, there's matum. Right? There's no such thing. Everything's the same. It's beyond the human grasp. It's unfathomable. Dalit. Leo v'mokom baruch shnem v'havto is Hashem Elokecho. Smitz avos Hashem. V'keitzid yagi odom l'avo v'ayidei Torah, which the Chofetz Chaim said in the Hakdama to the Mishna Berura. He cited the Sifri, Kedisa b'Sifri, l'fi shnem v'havto, eni odea keitzid lo v'samok. So how do you love God? Talmud lo v'hoy advar me'ila shenuchi b'tzav chayom lo how does one come to understand God? It's only through the study of Torah. Klomar Ashayideh, his bonus by Torah. Yakes Keduloso Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shelo Erech V'Lokeitz. It's only through delving in the Torah, reflecting the Torah, do you come to the understanding. Elo Erech V'Keitz. He's what? He's infinite. V'Syashi V'Ava B'Liba B'Echreach. And automatically, you know, if you put something sweet on your tongue, you have no choice but to taste sweetness. Same thing. When you immerse yourself at this level of learning, so naturally, you're going to have love. Vina mitzvah. A person should place his mind and his hope, yearning towards Abbas Hashem. Whatever exists, person, enjoys comfort, loves his children, loves certain. But compared to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, nothing's equal to the love that one has for Hashem. Hakol ka'ayin neged avoso yisborach. V'yiga tom ba'avakosh chochmas haTorah. This a person should toil continuously to achieve, to come upon chochmas haTorah. Lo anyasik yidiyah b'Hashem. What is the impetus? What is the motivation and the drive to acquire chochmas haTorah? Not that I should be the great Talmud Chacham. It's not I should be able to just disseminate Torah. The ultimate purpose is to be able to come to Avos Hashem, because the only way you can come to Avos Hashem, it's v'hoyu advar me'ila asher och mitzav chayim al levovecho. It's an interesting way to see it. V'akovea es machshavto binyonim hagashmiyim ubehevli olam. One whose mind is mainly occupied with physical issues and the vanity of existence, shlo l'shem shamayim, not for the sake of Hashem. What do you want to accumulate? Greater wealth? Build myself out. But if it's to give tzedakah, to do kiddush Hashem, that's something else. So there, the direction and the emphasis is kavod shamayim. Rak l'sanig l'hasik kavod. That's what? That's gashmi and that's hevel. I want to live a pampered life, and I want to be honored and glorified. Bitul asay zu won't you go with this? You mevatel mitzvahs asay, because going in that direction, it's contrary. It doesn't allow Avos Hashem to come about. Here you have a chiyuv, you have an obligation Avos Hashem. This does not allow Avos Hashem. You're going in the opposite direction. You know, it's like we left Sinai. It was like we left. We were Tina Kabarechem Beis HaSefer, right? There was a claim against us. It's like a child fleeing from school, from Beis HaSefer, not from school, from Beis HaSefer, from Cheder. It's like sometimes I'm about to say a shir, all of a sudden guys tear out of here like you can't believe it, right? For whatever reason, the vanities of the world. Afraid somebody may fall on their driveway and this and that, so they have to pave it. It should be smooth. You never know. Everything's l'shem shamayim. Everything's l'shem shamayim. There's nothing that we can't turn into l'shem shamayim. Yeah. Hey, what's the fifth mitzvah? Lios yiras Hashem yisborach al ponav tomid levilti yechto. You should have a sense of Hashem's presence to such a degree, fear Hashem, that it's obvious on your face. You must revere, you must fear Hashem. If, let's say, a person is presented with an issue, with a challenge, to sin or not to sin, at that moment, you have to muster all that you have at that moment. Here, you have to think and realize and understand at that moment Hashem is watching and gazing upon what you're doing at that moment. Even if you're in the darkest location, which no one could even see what you're doing. The Yoshiv lehem nokam lefiroa maseh, and there's going to be divine retribution. If you misbehave, there's going to be divine retribution. That's what you have to think about. Is it possible for a person to go into total concealment and Hashem says, I'm not able to see? The Chavetz Chaim, when he enumerates the mitzvahs haseh, the lo saseh, when you're in violation, when you speak Lashon Hara, this is one of them. When you speak Lashon Hara, you're in violation as Hashem Elokecha Tira. I mean, how do you speak knowing that Hashem knows you're doing the wrong thing? How do you do the wrong thing? You're in violation of the Es Hashem Elokecha Tira. Yiras Hashem, you're in violation of this mitzvah asay. But he says it should be al ponav. Al ponav. No, it wasn't capitalistic. Let me, no. I'm simple. We're all simple Jews here. A person has tremendous worry on his mind. Tremendous worry. Other people, they say ignorance is bliss. But this person understands the problems of life and the issues he has to contend with, and it's weighing on him so heavily. You look at his face; it looks like carrying the world on your shoulders. Right? It's an expression. And the person is carrying the world on his shoulders. In terms of all the issues that he has to contend with and being responsible, it's a weighty responsibility. So it's obvious on the man's face. If a person would realize the ramifications of doing the right thing and the wrong thing, that means every moment, it's the most serious moment in your life, in terms of failing or succeeding or achieving. So if you sense that, how do you not have? You can have two things. We have the Or Chaim HaKodesh just brought it recently, cites the Chovos HaLevavos, that a person's a chosid, he says there's a shine on his face, joy in his face, but there's dread in his heart. The two things simultaneously. What does that mean? Factually, you're ecstatic. Shlo Sani Goy. You're ecstatic, but simultaneously, you know what kind of responsibility you have as a Jew? So it's two things playing simultaneously. You're ecstatic, but because he's there, a person, he made the summit of Mount Everest. Now you got to come down. Now you got to worry that on the way down you don't fall. Now you got to worry. You're ecstatic, but what I'm saying. So. the hay. No, it's Yira. Yira Hashem al Ponov. No, 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 no. There's no question you have to have Yira to get out. I mean, just in the order. No. Abba is easier, but Abba, to stay, for staying power, you have to have Yira. You know, you can build a building with a weak foundation. The question is, how long is it going to last? You know, it's not going to last very long. If you want it to be lasting for over an extent, you have to have a very solid foundation. You could have moments of Abbas Hashem, but it's not going to hold. But if a person has Yiras Hashem first, it's founded on Yiras Hashem, that Abba, that's the foundation. The Yira is the foundation of Abba. Because you're not going to slip because of Yira. He says, Laval Sechto. If you have Yira, you're not going to sin. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. That should be Yira al Ponov. You know what that is? Yira al Ponov, that means it's a consciousness. It's a consciousness. Of God's presence to be internalized, that you feel you're standing in the presence of Hashem, and you will not cross that line under any circumstance. And I once told over the story of Moshe, you know, in the 50s, in the early 60s, most weddings that took place, whether you lived in Manhattan or Brooklyn, were at the Broadway Central Hotel. There was a hotel called Broadway Central. Howard, remember that? It was on Broadway, well, close to Lower East Side, Broadway Central. So, remotes and those, like today, you know, after the chuppah, people daven Mariv. Where did they daven Mariv? By the coach room, where people had the coats, or Moshe was there, was asked to be Masada Kedushin. So he's leaving right afterwards. So he has somebody who's driving, and one of the guest wants to get back to the wedding. So the halacha is you're not permitted to be over the Lefnei HaMispal, person standing Shmoneh, you're not permitted to walk in front of him. The driver's impatient. He says to Rav Moshe, he says, you know, does the Rosh want to get his coat? He says, I can't get my coat. People are standing. I can't walk. He says, you walk in front of him. He says, if there'd be a brick wall there, could I go through a brick wall? If the halacha says you're not permitted to walk the Lefnei HaMispal, how do you expect me to walk the Lefnei HaMispal? You understand? To Rav Moshe, it's like a brick wall. That was his level. That was his internalization of halacha. It's not. It's okay. It's okay. There's no okay. You know, this one time I'm going to steal. What do you mean? You're going to steal? I mean, the ethical, etiquette people. You think I'm not going to eat grade A, B, grade A, first cut meat? You think I'm going to feed my dog anything less than that? I take my dog to the best neurologist. Nothing less than the best neurologist. Because I treat him like I treat myself. Okay? That's part of the problem. No? Like Gemara says, Lahavdil. Hakona Evid Latzmo. It's called the Odod Latzmo. Gemara says. You're buying Evid Ivri, you're buying a master. Because if you have one, you have to give it to him. Today, Hakona Kelev Latzmo, he's also Hakona Evid Odod Latzmo. The dog becomes the master. That's the society today. I bought my wife a diamond bracelet. The dog has a diamond-studded collar. Shovit b'shovit. You know, the wife and the dog, same level.